Alright, in this tutorial I'm just going to show you how to add and edit pop-up box. This plugin is called Hollerbox. And we'll just refresh this page here just so you can see what it'll look like. So basically I've got it set up to pop up immediately. And then users would just either click the small X in the top right corner, or they can click anywhere outside of the pop-up box and it'll disappear. So that's one thing I'm going to do for an important announcement or notice, and then the other thing I'm going to do is add a bar across the top. And I haven't installed that plugin yet. I'll put the plugin links in the comments area below the video. So let's just go and install the notification bar now. And the one I use is WP Front Notification Bar. So let's activate that. Okay, so first off, for the pop-up box, it's called Hollerbox again. If you just did that search in your plugin area, it'd be able to pop up. And again, I'll add that in the comments below. So I've already added a new one. So if we go to all boxes, I've just called this one Important Announcement. You've got the ability over here to activate it or disable it. So let's go in there. If we need to make any updates, we'll just click on this particular pop-up box. I've already configured this one. There's different settings. You've got notification bar that will pop up in the bottom right-hand corner. This one will pop up, as you saw, right smack dab in the middle where you can't miss it. And a faux chat as well as an option. So the actual copy itself, you just paste into the content area here. And then you've got these other templates that you can choose from. I've just got a simple pop-up title just for content. You've got other ones where you can put in opt-in forms, images and stuff like that. You can upload a custom image. You can edit colors. And then there's some settings that you can play with as well. So just amid the COVID-19 pandemic right now, I'm going to make this one pop up on every page. So if you scroll down, how often should we show it to each visitor? I'm just putting on every page load. Like obviously if it was a different type of notification that maybe wasn't as severe, you might want to select hide after user interacts. So they'll close it and basically it won't pop up again. They can visit the rest of the pages on your site. And it won't keep annoying them by popping up. But in this case, I'm going to make it load on every page just so people don't miss it. And it's a reminder that, you know, in this case, maybe you have a service that's closed temporarily. And then you've got option for new returning visitors, so all visitors, new visitors only, returning visitors only. So this is a really good tool, not just for sort of important announcements, but other things for marketing your business or service. So once you've made the edits, now it's a little funny the way this one's set up. The one that I've chosen is the pop-up title, custom display editor content, which is up in here. I actually had to grab all the content and actually align it left. By default, it'll align center. So I've selected all the content, make sure that the align left is selected. Another thing too, which is weird, is even though I had paragraphs in here, I had to add another space. Otherwise, this would show basically stacked and it wouldn't have any space between paragraphs. So I had to go ahead and add another one. If you go to text view, you can see I've got a null space in between each paragraph. So that's a formatting thing. So once you're done, you can actually preview the box to make sure you've got the right message. So it'll pop up, it'll show you what it'll look like. Okay, we're good with that. You can close the preview tab and then update once you're happy with the changes. So this is one method. What I'm doing right now is I'm also adding a notification bar across the top. That's the plugin that I just installed. So if you go down to settings, we'll see notification bar right here. And what I'm going to do is we are not going to enable it quite yet, because what I want to do is I want to link it to like an announcement page or important notice page. So I'm just going to go and find a page here that I can duplicate. Okay, let's take this one. So I'm just going to go to clone a page here. And I'm going to call it important announcement. And the reason why I like to put this additional feature on the site is if for some reason that pop-up box doesn't work, this will always be at the very top bar, so people won't miss it. So it's good to have a couple of different alert notifications. Okay, so I'm going to publish that. I've given it a new title, important announcement. And then I'm going to edit. In this case, I'm using a site that's using Elementor. Okay, so this thing's going to obviously keep popping up. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. And we may have to just create a new Okay, so I've added a new fresh section here, full width, and then I'm just going to grab a text editor and just drop it in there. And then I'm going to grab the copy that we want to have for the notice. And we're just going to paste it in here. All right. So we're going to publish this page. And we're going to exit. All right. So I just want to edit the URL. Important announcement. Okay, and I want to copy this link, so we're going to copy this. So we've got that page created now, the important announcement page. And in this notification bar, we're going to go back to under settings, notification bar. Okay, so we're going to enable it. I'm going to fix it at the, make it fixed, so if you scroll down, that bar will always be at the top. I'm going to set a bar height here of 40 pixels. That can all be played with. Now I'm going to put in a link tag here. And I'm going to paste in that URL that I just copied. And then important announcement. All right. So now what we're going to do is going to hit Save Changes. And we may have to play with the styling. Yeah, we can see it up here. It's got a bit of a gradient. It's going to show up in the back end admin as well as the front end. So I want to get that changed right away. I'm going to go with, let's try going with this green here. So I'm going to just color pick that. And go down to bar color. Now right now it says a gradient. I don't want a gradient, so I'm just going to make both the same color. And message text color, we've got white. Now it's going to pick up on whatever the link color is set for your website, whatever the style sheet is. So you can override that by pasting in a new style right here in your custom CSS. So we can see now, there's how it looks. Now let's take a look on the front end because this link color is going to be different on the front end. So we'll refresh. Okay, we're going to have that, and we're also going to have that. Okay, so yeah, just what I kind of thought. Now maybe what we could do is we'll make that background white. We could change the color of the link, but I think it'll still stand out for people if the bar is white. Now if we refresh, okay, I'm going to have to clear the cache here. Okay, so now we've got this important announcement up top. So from the home page, we're going to have the pop-up with the message and then important announcement, and I've linked that to the important announcement page that I created. And there we go. So now it shows up. So, I mean, the fact that we've got this important announcement up top, and again, when you scroll, it'll stay there the whole time. Mobile, it'll be the exact same. I think what I'll do is I will turn off, let's go to Hollerbox again. And instead of every page, I'm going to hide after user interacts. Okay, so I've already interacted with it, so it's not going to show up again for the Hollerbox. Now you can change that setting. So there we go. So when people come to the site, they're going to have the Hollerbox show up, and then also the notification bar at the top. So these are two good measures if you want to make any notifications on your website.